I've gotten so much from this community. You have no idea. Every time I walk through those doors, I learn something, I feel something, I get something. And when I sign up for the stewardship, it's my way to say thank you and to give back. I'm Betsy Cromwell, and I'm so excited to be here to talk about the 2024 Stewardship Campaign for Galilee Church.
And I'm George Craddock, and I too am excited to be here. We're both humbled to be given this leadership responsibility. Tell us a little bit about why you give to Galilee.
Well, I was married in Galilee. Almost 40 years ago, my daughter was baptized here. We've been members for You Can Count Backwards. And it really, the exciting thing for me is I really am a member, and that means volumes to me. And I understand, like any business, any household, you have bills. We have a mortgage, we have utilities, we have payroll to pay, we have financial responsibilities, and I feel like as a member, it's my responsibility to help support those necessities and make sure that they're fully met. I just look around and I look at our clergy and I see the marvelous things that they do for us so that we can get closer to God through teachings, through sermons, through Bible study, and it's, that's so essential to, I think, Christian growth. The music department is absolutely flourishing right now. The missions are strong, our outreach is strong, and all of these activities that we find here at Galilee help make us a healthy church. I may not be able to lead a Bible study. I may not be able to co-chair a committee, but I can give. That is my one gift. There's absolutely nothing I could want more from Galilee.
Awesome.
Except maybe the steeple. That's on its way.
Stewardship is a very personal thing, and each one of us sort of has to deal with it. And when I think about it, I'm reminded of a story. Right before I retired, I had a good friend who was golf pro at a local golf course. And he used to ask me, what in the world are you going to do with yourself when you retire? And I used to say, well, the first thing I'm going to do is come over here and get a job with you, driving that little tractor around, picking up those balls. And he would laugh. And so sure enough, after 43 years as a commercial banker, I did retire. And I showed up at his place and I said, I'm here, where are the keys to the tractor? He ended up hiring me, and I went to work on a staff of young guys, and we wore blue shirts, so they called us the blue shirts. And I used to say, there's 26 flat-bellied blue shirts. I'm the one that isn't flat-bellied. And there was one guy, I'll never forget, Mickey. And Mickey came to me one time and said, George, I think I'm gonna have to get another job. I just don't make enough money to pay my bills. And I said, well, Mickey, before you do anything rash, I said, there's two sides to the equation. There's money coming in and money going out. I said, why don't we look at the money going out, and maybe I can help you. So he went home that night and put together this list and came back, and we were going over it, and it had rent, car payment, utilities, all the things you would expect. But then it hit me, and I couldn't control myself. I said, well, Mickey, where's your tithe? And he was completely befuddled. Like, what in the world are you talking about? And I said, there's a song that I love, a Christian song. You may know it. It's called Seek Ye First, the Kingdom of God. And he said, oh yeah, I know that song. And I said, well, what that song is about is, it's from Matthew 6:33, and Christ is saying to us, if you put me first, my righteousness and all the other things you need will come. And his face just lit up, and he said, well, maybe I ought to put that on my list first. And I said, you're exactly right. And so as we consider our pledge each one of us on a personal basis, I hope you'll remember my story about Mickey. God doesn't need our money. What he wants is our hearts. He wants us to give our time, our talents, and yes, our money to support him. It's the highest form of worship you can have.